So if it's in the name of real hip hop, I personally would just advise the individual to do whatever it is his heart tells him to do.
The vice gripper type of pistol shit. I pistol whip and I'm pissing the shit. She's the reason lyrics get completely explicit. West bread if she throws up the digits.
The poverty perspective. Get ready. Fasten your motherfucking seatbelts. Here we go. We are animated today. So,
some more of it.
Fourth Reich. Yeah, some more of it. A Fourth Reich acceptance is the state of being we are in. And we are participants in the flourishing of the such, even in the sense that we refuse to unite and learn the unknowns as it were. What do I mean? Try to tell the average person of color the hidden agendas of yesteryear are still, in fact, prevalent in 2000 anything. 2000 then, 2000 now. Try to tell them that shit. And I dare say you will be met with the rebuttal suggestive of the contrary, the alcohol's in the system, remember. Now, what is equally prevalent is a victim culture that affords us the pulling of the race card over the very hard work that ushers in change. Come on, son. Like, what I mean by that is a person treats a black person mad, you're racist. Excuse me, ma'am, you stepped on my shit. Oh, you just don't like women. You know, the thin skin shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a PC culture, and it's taking us by storm, and most people are participating in it. Not I, said the wolf. Our black predecessors beat the drums of revolt at a time in history when it was more often than not perilous to the individual's well-being, yet in the time when we are allowed to do so, and the penalties are not so easily distributed onto the protesting parties outright as it was then, nothing. Nothing. We live in a time when we can talk that shit and nothing. So what happened? What happened to by ballot or bullet? Anybody remember that saying?
Yeah.
By ballot or by bullet? Come on, son.
Yeah, I know that.
What can you tell me about what the white man has done to me when the individual that told me you don't belong here on this street in this neighborhood looked just like me or my brother or my son or my father? That's not a white man. That's not a white man that said, cuz or blood, this is whoop-de-whoop, where you from? That was not a white man. The woman that produced anxiety into the beginning of my day looked like my sister, my mother, my daughters. Come on, then. Where am I lying? I mean, y'all following me, right?
I'm following you.
Okay. An account of accountability, my people. What does that look like? If a focused anger on the West does nothing to improve progress in the East, what good does a continuing focus on what the white predecessors did to mine way back fucking then? Tell me, these modern whites are merely the benefactors of those brutal, horrible practices of the American slave trade or the Caribbean slave trade and Jim Crow, etc. They are morally responsible based on, let me say, our American standard of atonement today, if that makes sense, if you follow me. Okay. To make right the very historical wrongs or sins or the original sins of their forefathers, because they're not our forefathers. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Their forefathers, but the enforcing of the such is not ours to do. My opinion. You know, it's not ours to do, and it's not necessarily the modern whites. So listen. What would be more sensible? Attempting to force a part of the population to do right by another who did wrong, you know what I mean, from way back then, to rise up and or to rise up and stop asking for a seat at their table, establish our own, and just come on, son, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What makes more sense? What makes more sense? A white officer may have brutally and unjustly murdered an unarmed black man, but how was he allowed to do so with dozens of onlookers that resembled the said murdered man? How many times have we seen unjust by a policing agency in our neighborhood, and we just stand there and film and do nothing. It's 15 of us outside. There's 2 cops out there beating a motherfucker. It's an AK in the house. Ain't nobody went in the house and got the okay. You know?
That's true.
Yep.
Hold on right quick. Hold on. I'm being harassed. Hold on. This is going to be a good bubbit. Hold on.
What?
But now, I decree. Oh, well, you know, I'm being harassed by the house. They want to know if I'm finished, but whatever. We in the middle of the poverty perspective. Excuse me all, but fuck it. We drunk. Let's go for it. Now, when the riots kicked off, it was kicked off, I believe it was in the either A-trays, if I'm not mistaken, because of a man being wrongfully arrested, roughed up and thrown in the car, but the brothers started going off throwing bottles and stuff, and they got up out of there and left the neighborhood. But what was stopping them for pulling that same rifle, that same pistol that you would pull out on me? I look like you. You ready to smoke me? The cop is there. He has shot somebody unjustly. They got 2 pistols. You motherfuckers got AKs and rifles and all kind of stuff in the street, but don't nobody come out. Don't nobody come out.
Right.
But, the white man. It's the white man's fault, right? I'm just saying, how do I know that any particular local neighborhood military or militia group, or as the government likes to call them, a gang, has an arsenal, even if meager, to potentially defend us against such atrocities, at least engage such transgressions that happens in our neighborhood? Because I've been held at gunpoint, people, me and Aplex together.
Yeah.
You remember that, Plex?
Yep.
We have been held at gunpoint by a nigga. Whilst being questioned with hostility, I might add. Nigga, where you from? But that black and that white vehicle, you know what I'm saying, shows up in the very same area we see and hear brothers say, they hear y'all hide our ability to defend ourselves. Tuck that burner. Don't rush them when one of them get out the car and slam one of us on the curb. Don't do nothing. Just stand there and film them and yell out shit at them. Oh no, don't knock him out. I remember, like Plex, we ain't gonna say the individual because, like I said, on the word for the day, I'm gonna get less personal. But Apex has been there with me through a lot of these wars.
Yeah.
What a motherfucker say? I'll run up on that nigga. Oh, there go them police. Let the eyes go in the house now.
Right.
Am I lying?
Right.
I dare you. Go over on Greenleaf and try to slam one of those brothers on the ground. Go to the park where these brothers congregate and even look at them wrong. You better watch out. How is it that a white man can come and do just that with them same niggas outside? How is it that white man's fault? How am I wrong for saying that we love massa? How am I wrong for saying that we're more scared of a fucking police officer, even though fuck the police sounds very good, but it ain't fuck the police when they right there. How many of you bitches got mad at your nigga because you talk shit? The nigga might have nudged you or pushed you or something because you in his fucking face talking that bitch shit or walking away disrespecting his fucking mother, and you such a big and bad bitch. But now, let me call the police. But when the police attack your son, you fucking pig. No, bitch, you called him over here. You called him over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on fire. I'm angry about this. I ain't saying. That's why, other than brothers who have made this very difficult march called life with me, and the few who are interested in seeing these truths, I am in the process of removing myself from the circle and anybody in said circles. That's why it's just tribe, Goonies in the tribe, and this here family. That's why it's nothing else. And our respective immediate households. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's only us for me. It's only us and nobody else. With love, I say this. Am I better than anyone? Fuck no. I merely can see. However late, I am late to the party. I can see now. And in love, I say, I can no longer participate. I humbly concede. There are more homies I know that think it is funny that I want to hear higher minds speak while waiting to be like, I'm a truck driver, waiting to be loaded or unloaded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They clown when they hear me listening to these political debates or Farrakhan or something like that. They clown when they hear me listening to this shit, right?
Yeah.
They clown me. They call me brother, cuz, Farrakhan, Crip. All this shit is supposed to be funny. I'm not lying. Albeit, I am nowhere near the level of clarity and fullness or intellect of that man. Speaking of Farrakhan, you see it as an insult on my character to compare me to him, but really you're insulting that man. I'm a nigga. I'm an ignorant, rambling nigga. You compare me to a great mind like Farrakhan. Or your little quote unquote jokes of the such. I, at my age, am very late. I'm a very late bloomer intellectually, which is shameful and just, but I cannot just roll over and give up and die because of that fact. I have to keep going. I have to keep striving. Plenty of our people are willing to risk life and limb over affiliation. And the slightest of slights, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, you stepped on my white Jordan, nigga, your ass or my ass has got to go today. We will kill you. That is the reflection of ourselves. But we will not afford the same fierce energy towards the true enemy of our community. Why? Now, where is the lie? Tell me where I'm lying. Who on this show has never heard, and I quote, nigga, I will pop you and I will pop your ass and lucky the police right there.
Yeah.
Flex, you know what I'm talking about.
I've heard it. We've all heard it.
You've been there for years too.
We've all heard it.
Come on now. You lucky the police right there because I was going to do your ass. We've all heard it from a brother that looks just like us. Am I the only one who has had to look into the eye of my own people and wonder if this is my final day for nothing more than entering a fucking local store to purchase, not to kill, not to assault or deface property or disrespect nobody in the neighborhood, nothing, just to buy something. Just a bag of snacks. And according to the brother, the only thing that saved me from being shot to death that day was that the fucking potential enemy, yes, the police, was right there. To our people, that is massa. And to the very community that we were present in, he was parked across, the cop, I'm assuming it was two of them, was parked across the street from where we were standing. Come on, son. That's why you not going to kill me, because the police is right there. What did I do wrong? Nothing, nigga. We at war, and I don't know you, so I'm going to smoke you. And he felt just in saying this.
Yeah.
He felt just. It wasn't love that saved me. It wasn't brotherhood that saved me, per the young brother. It was because the police was present. The police was here. That's it.
Yeah.
I happen to know otherwise. It was because the Most High, I happen to believe and know the Most High has scheduled for me to return home at a later date. That's all it is. Come on. That's all it is. He don't know. I know. In that moment, I didn't see it. He didn't see it at all. So I have to admit, I felt a slight relief for not being shot. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody wants to be shot.
Yes, but later I said, you know what? It wasn't my time. He was confused is all. He thought he had the power, but he don't. To the Most High, the beneficent goes the power. He said it himself. If not for them, so that in itself says he has no power. Because, nigga, if you was going to do it, you would just do it, buster.
Yeah.
Sucker. And then, yes, I'm not just talking. I told you know my mouth. Y'all seen me with guns at me. Y'all know my mouth. Come on. I said, whatever, nigga. Them niggas ain't got no power. If you gonna do it, you gonna do it. And that nigga, I was talking the same how I'm talking now as how I was talking then, but I still didn't want to get shot. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. He had no power. If murder was in the agenda, then who are the police to detour you from that agenda? Why is it always consequence that urges self-improvement for our people? And we don't care that other nationalities, I don't care that other nationalities replicate this behavior. Their issues may be mirroring at any crossroads, but I don't care. I'm black. I'm talking about us. I cannot help you until I can help myself. Brother Plex, Yayo, Fats, I am your keeper, and you are mine. A responsible inherent by God. Thus, a duty we cannot abandon. Come on, son.
Yeah.
We cannot abandon that. Do you feel me?
I feel
What
you.
is behind the eye of a loved one you fail other than disappointment? What colder a winter? What hotter a summer than this? Who is accountable for the modern Black plight? When we have been enslaved for hundreds of years, and that transgression was done to our predecessors. But our predecessors bled, okay? They bled to tell us the truth. And we said, I hear you, but nigga, this crip. Come on. They turning over in their fucking graves. Do you hear me? What can be heard in this word outside of offense? I bet you they're gonna be like, oh, these niggas talking like they done. No, motherfucker, we telling the truth. That's the only reason why you're here, nigga. Mind your conduct. You see what I'm saying? Oh. Are there any fruits in this perspective, though? Are there any gems? Are we mad at the words or the potential facts of the words or the reflection of that mirror? The perspective is self-conviction, and dare I say, and I am going to say, the shame is on you, the shame is on self, the shame is on us. The perspective is harsh, the perspective is reflective, and dare I say it, the reflection is poverty. Yayo, Plex. Thank you, brother. This was a live one. It's good to be back to BUB-IT, Oddkast.
Hell yeah.
Everybody, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. I'm not going to even ask what y'all think about this one because I could tell we got off. We had fun. Yayo was in mid-travel, and I could tell he just was happy to be here because Yayo sounded like he wanted to be like, I wasn't supposed to work in this motherfucker, and then I went to work in them motherfuckers is motherfucker. I love the anger. I love it when we angry, my nigga. I love it.
You see, I see that this sense. It's like, you know what?
You know what? Oh, my nigga. The anger was beautiful. But yeah, like I said, the Republicans and the Democrats. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. That's what it is. It's the red state. It's the blue state. You've been calling my people criminals for all these years, and you niggas did the same thing. So can my son come home now? Can Tyrone, can my nephew come home now? Can all people come home from jail now? Now that this fucking funky-ass punk then went up here, said, yeah, I did treason, and what you gonna do about it? And everybody said, oh, we gonna let him. I love this fucking country, man. I swear to God. I love it.
Nigga.
I love it. I love it.
Yayo said, printing our own money, nigga.
Yayo said, Trump said, if you don't want your producers dancing in your video, Bigly, come over to Death Row, i.e., the Trump presidency.
The Trump administration is
definitely that administration is some of the coldest niggas in the city. But I tell you what, better Plex, give us free.
It's the Oddkast, bitch.
Yo, it's the ugly. I'm about to break it. Man, fuck that. Check it out. Power and momentum. Vocal bullets bring the holes to your building. Same time, feed the souls of your children. Closed minds get exposed to the vision. Same time, double a sword to the throat of the serpent and kill them. Kinda hard not to walk in the blues. Hard to walk the avenues with